She said, some gentleman you is of mine. Shut up. Look, I told them, I said, they was like, they want to see you. I said, no. I said, he's my friend. I tell him everything. He knows about everything, social media, everything that I went through last year, everything. No, my priorities are just now getting on track. Last year was a disaster. We're focused on now and further. Y'all silly. Y'all would not know what my friend looked like. Cause some disrespectful ass hoes on here. And I'm just gonna say it.
What is up, y'all? You have tuned into another edition of Keeping It Real TV. I am your host, Regina, and today we're gonna be talking about the new boo. Looks like Shanae is saying we will not see the new boo simply because it's some disrespectful hoes on here, and she just gonna say it. Well, actually, Shanae, we already seen the new boo, or the people in the Keeping It Real TV Facebook page has seen him at least, because you showed him on your camera in that live you did when you was in the park. You remember when you was in the park talking about, I'm up and walking. I bet y'all can't say nothing about that. I bet we can. We do it every day, all day, honey. So you walk, and good for you. However, don't come up here talking about, I bet y'all can't say nothing about that, because we can. Because we get up, we walk every day. The walk that you did, we probably did that between 6 and 6:30 in the morning. Okay, here it is sunset. And you talking about you up and walking. Well, to each his own. However, it looks like she thinks we haven't seen the new boo. It looks like I've confirmed it with that haircut he got on top of his head when she put that picture on Facebook. We know for sure that this is the new boo. It looks like he had a message for us as well. So let's get it, y'all.
No, this one is nothing like that, man. This one is respectful, vibeful. I'm like overwhelmed at the same time, happy, but still like cautious. My heart. So that's why my nickname is Cold Hearted. I switched it up. I got his mask on because my sister got my mask on. When I took a picture of his hair, yes, that's my friend. Hey sis, somebody gonna say you gonna get printed again. Watch your mouth drop. That was funny.
Juicy Ray tickled, and she listened to her laugh once more.
That was funny.
Ain't nothing funny, and I'm not sure why it's comical to you that somebody said you gonna get pregnant again. Watch. Maybe it's funny to you because you know you weren't never pregnant. Maybe it's funny to you because you lied about your baby dying. Maybe it's funny to you because you scammed these people out of their money. See, this whole pregnancy thing is a joke to you, Shanae, because you use it as a tool to try to keep a man around. Ain't nobody dumb. We know what you doing. We know what you was doing when you was telling us that you was pregnant. Remember? You said you told him everything. He knows everything, even about throat goat 33. Did you tell him about the 11-month pregnancy? Did you tell him, since he has children, about the half a C-section and the half a D&C that you had? Did you tell him that? Did you tell him the procedure that you had done when you had that baby? Did you tell him that you came back and told us that you lied about having a C-section? Did you tell him all of that? No, you didn't. I know you didn't, because it's damn embarrassing. You won't even admit it to the people who know you lying. Talking about you grabbing paperwork. This girl ain't never grabbed paperwork. The only thing she did was get her ass up and make up some fake paperwork, probably walk down to that hotel lobby and printed it out.
I just now got a divorce finalized, so it's gonna take at least a year, but I'm praying for a place very soon here in a little bit, you know.
So let me get this straight. It's going to take yet at least another year for you to get an apartment or a place to live permanently because you just got your divorce finalized. Yet, you had a few men up on here within days of you being divorced. You had men up on here before you were even divorced. Yet, it's going to take yet another year to get an apartment or a place to live. But I got my priorities in order, though. You don't got your priorities in order, or you wouldn't be spending $400 on hair, honey, when you living in a hotel.
I love this hair. This hair is like lit. I got 2 sets, for $400. So,
But you got your priorities in order. You get your feet and nails done more than somebody with a full-time job.
yeah, I need to go get my nails redone. I really want French tip on my toes. I really do. Yeah, I think I should get shellac or French tip. Which one? I let the people decide.
Do we think she should get shellac or French tips? She gonna let us decide. How about let us decide if you should get an apartment before you're getting shellac or French tips? Like, I just can't fathom it. I cannot. This will be the last thing on my mind when I know I'm living in a hotel. And I'm starting to normalize living in a hotel because I'm starting to say things like, my neighbor.
My tire is messed up, so my neighbor helping me.
You don't have a neighbor, honey. I got a neighbor. They live in a house beside mine, not in the room next to me. Shanae, get it together. But yet, you got your priorities in order, though. And not to mention lash extensions and all of this nonsense. When you living in a hotel, what are you doing? I just don't understand it. And then got the nerve to talk about, I'm going to digress for a moment, got the nerve to talk about why she was on Big O. Why she joined Big O or whatever. Okay, she didn't like it, she got off. But she goes on further to tell us that she invested $300 or $400. And in her words, she ain't worried about that. But back then, when she was investing $300 or $400 in the Big O, she was getting shoes from people. She was still begging for money. And she talking about, but that's whatever, though. Like, whose money were you investing in the Big O? But yet you sitting up here acting like you balling.
I know this comment's crazy. Y'all keep on saying ATM balance is 0. No, bro. ATM balance not 0, bro. Period, bro. Like, y'all tripping.
You ain't fooling nobody but yourself. And that off-brand Freddy you got over there with you. Girl, please. You just had a man. 84 bands, and now you talking about some...
84 who?
84 who? Nigga, 84 bands. Jerry, you know who the hell we talking about?
Yep, he know about Thoko 33 too. Something about Pornhub. They said, is you my stimulus boo?
Stimulus boo. Stimulus boo. Stimulus boo. What that is?
He said what that is. I guess a nigga that's around when females get their stimulus checks and money. And you got a butterfly on you?
Now, before we move on, I want y'all to pay attention to something. You know how Shanae will cut somebody off. Shanae will overtalk your ass when she don't want us to hear something. If you notice what he says, first he says, stimulus boo. After he says that, he says what? I was here before, and she says, you got a butterfly on you, right? Before what, sir? You were here before what? Before she got her stimulus check? No. She said she ain't get no stimulus check, but I heard you, and I know what you was about. You was there before. Before what, sir? Before she got her stimulus? Yeah, that's how it works. You gotta set up before you start the job. You just don't go to the job and just start building a house. Nah, you gotta go and get your lumber first. You gotta go and get some nails first. You gotta go get some shit to make the foundation. Right? So you gotta build it up a little bit so you don't appear as a stimulus boo. Right? Stop playing dumb with us. We ain't dumb. Now, Shanae don't want to put you on here because she knows what's coming. She knows the truth gonna come out. And she says that you know all about her. You know about Pornhub and everything you went through last year. You know about the miscarriage. Well, that's a lie. She already lying to you. That is a lie. She ain't had no miscarriage. The girl is a liar. She was never pregnant. And she scammed these people out of money, sir. Now, if you her stimulus, boo, and you around for the money, that shit won't bother you because you a scammer as well, if that's the case. However, that's why she don't want to put your ass up here, because she loves to flash a man on here. I guess she don't know that it makes her look like a hoe. She don't get it. She too old not to get that, though. However, she'll continue to throw dudes up here and act like she's so happy, and you're telling her to get her hair done, and you brought her a wig brush. She always bragging about what you doing for her, what you tell her to do. You know? She faking the funk, and I don't think she knows because she keep doing it like Shanae. I'm being real with you once again. These people know that you faking the funk. These people know that that's fake happiness and you all extra and where boo at and all this other kind of stuff. We know you showing off for the camera, Shanae. Hence why your ass only go live now when you about to do something, when you want to let us know something. You ain't slick, boo. We know that you only going live at certain places. In that 1994 Chevrolet Tahoe Escalade you got over there. Y'all know Ken's old Tahoe. And I'm going to tell you the same thing I told you about Black Stallion. This is an older model vehicle. I don't care how many tires and rims you try to put on this thing. The aftermarket lights and all of that shit. Honey. So I'm going to need you to get that checked out. And there's been a couple times in these videos where we've seen that check engine light on. So I'm going to need you to get baby checked out so you can keep riding. Because if she go down, you go down. However, it looks like the new boo has something to say. It looks like Shanae says we're not going to see him. But he did have a message for us. So let's just let him talk his shit. And then we'll see who the new boo is afterwards.
Man, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm beautiful.
Oh my God. Look, and the butterfly's just sticking to you.
I'm beautiful.
It's the past. It's the past. It's the past.
Looks like she got him hook, line, and sinker, ladies and gentlemen. She got him. Did you hear what he said? The same thing that Dallas say. Listen, I'm all about positivity, Dallas told us, right? If you ain't got nothing nice to say, don't say it at all. The same thing with 84 bands. I'm trying to be positive. That's how he said it. I'm trying to be positive. You know, all of that. Here we go with the new boo. And here he is popping his gums about if you ain't got nothing nice to say, don't say it at all. Well, honey, you'll soon find her ass out. I wonder, did Shanae have something nice to say when she was setting her daddy up to be robbed for money? Where she got her friends to go into her house and beat her daddy the fuck up for some money. Did she have something nice to say then? I'm sure she didn't. Did she have something nice to say when she was telling people to go climb a tree and hang themselves? Girl can barely get out of bed. Can't even walk down a hill. But got the nerve to tell somebody, go climb a tree and hang themselves. Nope, she ain't have nothing nice to say then. Was she having something nice to say when she was lying to these people, talking about, oh, I had a miscarriage, then I had a C-section, then I had a half a D&C and a half of a C-section? She wasn't saying nothing nice then. She wasn't saying nothing nice when she was talking to her ex-husband any kind of way. And we seen that from the very beginning. You take 2 hours to wash yourself up. You don't take that type of time on me. How selfish and lazy are you? And Freddy dealt with that shit. Well, she didn't have nothing nice to say then, new boo. You ain't nothing but another nigga in line. We'll see another one in a couple months. Trust me, you'll be gone. We know it. It's a cycle. The same cycle. She do this shit all the time. She gonna piss you the fuck off when you realize she ain't bout shit. And you're going to be going off, just like 84 bands. But he was just dirty and nasty looking. We ain't seen you yet. We just got a glimpse of you, though. So thank you. And I don't know if you know, but she need to get that picture with your hair off of Facebook. Embarrassing you like that. Take that shit off. You need to get them in clip. You need to get that shit on the side, tapered up. And frankly, you probably too old to have this haircut, period. Looks like this is the new boo. The one who she says, he my friend, he my man too, though. So,
No. See where it goes. It's just my friend, but you know, he my man too at the same time. He my man too at the same time. He my man too at the same time. So I don't know.
like, Shanae, stop talking in circles like we don't recognize what you doing on here. You just said somebody asked you, did he have romantic feelings for you the way you do? And you said, I don't know, we ain't never talked about that. See, that's in the live and in the live chat. Then she turned around and say, he my friend, but he my man too, though. How the hell is he your man and you ain't never talked to him about being your man? But anyway, off-brand Freddy, this is who he is. This is the one who tells us if we don't got nothing nice to say, don't say it at all. Well, sir, I really feel like in a couple of months, a couple of weeks, or whenever you get tired of her ass, that we won't see you anymore. You may make it on camera. So many of them do. And you may not. Well, Juicy, Shanae, I'm going to leave you with my final thought as I always do. See, the same thing I said about Black Stallion and the same thing I said about Ken's truck, your truck now, or whatever it is, I'm going to apply it to you. No matter how many times you go get your nails done, and no matter how many times you get your legs scrubbed and your toes looking pretty and all of that, no matter how many times he tells you to go get your hair done or you got a new hairdo, it don't matter about none of that. It doesn't matter that you got lash extensions on. It doesn't matter that you're flashing $200 in a camera, Shanae. See, those things are like shit I was thinking about when I was like 17 and 18 years old. That's what behooves me. No matter how much you do that, Shanae, it's still not going to change the fact that you're living in a hotel. And your main priority right now should be finding a permanent place to live so you can be comfortable, so you can live your life. But you can't do that living in a hotel. Number one, it's not feasible. You might as well get your own place. All this money you kicking to the hotel. And summertime is coming, baby. So I know the prices are going to increase. And that means that you now have to stay at a hotel that's even more of a shithole. Unless you balling like you say you are. So Shanae, from me to you, I sincerely hope you get it together. Because summertime is coming and it's hot out them doors, as my grandma used to say. But if you want to keep living this fantasy life and keep putting on for YouTube and you got a man and you get your nails done and you getting your hair done, keep doing that shit and see how that shit fares in about 5 or 6 years. See if you won't be sitting back talking about the shoulda, coulda, wouldas. But that is not for me to decide. Y'all, let me know how you are feeling in the comments. All about Shanae and her new shindigs of getting her hair and nails done. Let me know how you feel about this off-brand Freddy telling people if you don't got nothing nice to say, don't say it at all. Well, I want to thank y'all for tuning in to another edition of Keeping It Real TV. My name is Regina. Remember to always keep it real, and your girl is out.
Oh, God. Just because y'all gotta understand I'm fat and I'm walking. Whew. But at least I'm up and moving. I bet y'all can't say nothing about that. I got my sister-in-law with me. You feel me?